I just want to have a quick take on the Isak saga. And I call it a saga because it has been a saga since he was trying to move away from Newcastle, going to Liverpool. And I think there were a lot of loopholes and the bad things that happened in all that move, and then not every party is actually innocent. But let me break it down to you what exactly I think of this situation. Right now, Isak is injured and possibly will be out for about 6 weeks unless there is another update on the injury if it's a level 3 groin. But now he's out on injury and Ekitike is playing. Actually, a lot of people now are starting to lean towards Ekitike being the number 9 for Liverpool because I think he has 7 goals and then Isak only has 1 goal that is scored on the Carabao Cup. So many people now are thinking the grass maybe is not always greener on the other side. Maybe you should just make sure if that grass is greener enough for you to go there. But when you look at the way that whole thing has been happening, I think a lot of people are blaming Insak, including myself. I think he didn't handle this thing the right way. And then now, the sympathy that he actually deserved because he's injured, the Newcastle fans are enjoying because they're saying, yeah, you think you were going there to be the superstar. Which brings me to the point that I actually want to talk about. The reason why I want to talk about this thing is because a lot of people were rating Alexander Isak at the world class level, which I don't really think is there. But at the moment in time when he was still playing for Newcastle, it was really hard to argue that the guy is not world class because of the goals he was scoring, the chance he was taking as well. And then I also felt like, okay, I understand what you're saying, but sometimes I was like, this is the team that is always gonna play to make sure they create chances for a striker, and then Isak was good enough to convert them, which is a very, very good point. And then I think Isak is a great, great striker. But I mean, elite world class level, I was not sure, and I'm still not. The reason why I'm saying this is because now he went to Liverpool and then things are not actually going as planned because Liverpool doesn't play in a way that will make him shine at the moment because if you look at their wing, Salah is an inside forward, Gakpo is an inside forward. All they think about is to cut in, drop the shoulder, and look for the far post. And then they will give you the ball, but it's not going to be a consistent supply that you will get from Jacob Murphy, who's going to go to the pylon and give you a cross. Then you have to make sure that you deliver. So what decided to happen is that Isak now is looking like a striker that doesn't have the ways of scoring, doesn't know how to score, doesn't know how to move because of the way Liverpool is structured. Because it doesn't give me that, it doesn't give him actually the space and the time to actually deliver the goals that he can deliver. So I think if you are a Liverpool fan, you are looking at this situation, you are worried Liverpool is losing all these games while you spend your £125 million on a striker that is injured now, and then you have another 89, 79 actually on Eketike, which is doing very well. But I think you're looking at the way Liverpool is playing, you kind of feel like maybe Slot has lost something in this one. Because if I look at the team, I think the way they are playing Florian Wirtz, for me, I still think that's a wrong position. Rather give him a wing, sacrifice Gakpo, put the guy on the left so he can give him a space because he like to run on the space. And for me, I feel he's more dangerous running on the space. And then that I think will give Isak more chance because if he goes on the byline or coming back, it can give Isak those crosses and Isak can capitalize on those as he should because he's one of the top strikers. But I think now it's going bad for Isak and I think he's going to recover. Maybe he's going to come back and redeem himself because there is a lot of season that needs to be played and Liverpool is playing in the Champions League as well. So as soon as they come back, he will be part of the team and then everyone at Liverpool will be hoping he starts scoring goals because they spend a lot of money on him and that will put a microscope on his head. So I wish him all the best and I think he's going to deliver, even though Newcastle fans will always have something to say, but I won't say anything. If you like this video, make sure that you comment, like, share, and subscribe, and then I'll see you on the next one.